Welcome to a new stream. Okay, let's see. Everything is working. Maybe I'm not even sure if I have ever streamed with this microphone yet, because might be possible that I sometimes don't speak into the microphone directly. Maybe I'm like doing some weird things. So excuse me if that happens. But it should be fine. I haven't streamed for a while, to be honest, like a month. So I still need to like figure out a couple of settings. I just got home today, so maybe excuse me. Um, might be possible that I sometimes don't speak into the microphone directly. Maybe I'm like. So I got Twitch. I got YouTube on, and I got Twitch on. Everything seems to be working. Hello. I don't even have sound. I need to put my own sound on. Does it work? The sound alert. Hello, like cactuses. How are you doing? Welcome to stream. I didn't expect a sound alert. Oh, thanks for the scream alert. I didn't expect a sound alert in the first few seconds of stream already. How are you? How are you doing, Cactus? So, I thought I'm gonna do a quick stream today. Finally back with a nice setup. I've been in Singapore for 5 weeks, so I desperately wanted to record a video, but it was not possible for like quality reasons. So I'm happy to have everything back to normal. My reaction to seeing my friend's face. Yeah. No, not nice. Not very nice. So I'm not even sure if I put the. I'm not gonna put the headset on for the whole stream, because one of the reasons I have a standing mic now is that it's very much more comfortable to. GG, yeah, I still hear it here in the headset if I have the sound loud enough. But one of the reasons to have a standing mic is that you don't have to constantly are you redeeming all the the alerts that are possible? I think there are like 4 possibilities. I'm not even sure. I haven't streamed for so long. I still have stream settings that. Yeah, okay. Chess. Have you seen my YouTube videos, Cactus? Let's try again. I made a couple of YouTube videos, well, once a week. Yes. I make a YouTube video once a week, so. Carol Khan, there we go. So, fantasy variation of the Carol. I'm not sure. Oh, is this like the main move? I think this, then retreating back if you kicked, and then trying to go for some kind of French defense structure? Honestly, not so sure. I think I can take here. I see you. But I see your channel. Thanks for the abbreviations. I can go for his bishop, but then he's got a good center. I don't like, and I can't bring my bishop out that easily. I'm going fianchetto then. Leave this bishop here maybe. Maybe go with h4, h5. What games do you play other than chess? You seem good at chess. I'm decent. I'm not that great, but I'm decent. So, what other games? I play Rocket League sometimes. I play CS:GO sometimes. What other things? I haven't played too many video games in the last few months, to be honest. I focus more on chess and, like, how do you say, more real life things. Don't wanna, I don't wanna um call it real life, but you playing Rocket League this stream? Not sure, to be honest. Wait a sec. It's always a little bit difficult to attack you attacking this, so he has to react to it basically. Takes a pawn is okay. So now this is a possibility. This would just walk into the rook. This would give me a double pawn. At least I have an open file. It's a weak double pawn though. What rank are you? This would be nasty, but I don't like this. I can win a pawn at least. I sacrifice this then. I take with rook. I will take with bishop. Then he takes. If he takes a Swiss check and I retreat. So I haven't played Rocket League for a long time, like a couple of months, half a year maybe. Silver, are you for real? Silver 1 to 3. I'm like champion 1 at the moment. I think probably okay with my. I was champion 2, but with I haven't really played Night, but this I should change it to subscribe me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So yeah, I haven't played Rocket League for a while, so probably I suck, but he goes for it. Not sure if that's correct actually. Rook takes, I have a check. I need to be careful that my rook is not getting trapped. I can't save it anyway because, well, this would save it. This would just walk into this, basically losing the knight and the game on the spot. Would I be able to play it Rocket League this stream? I'm not so sure. I go back and then trade queens. Or give a perpetual. I would be okay if I draw here. I'm not up material, so. I'm not sure if we're gonna play Rocket League. I haven't played it for a while. If I go here, I think I have a perpetual, to be honest. Oh. Doesn't want to have the perpetual, huh? I give a check, force him into the corner, which is even worse of a position. Then I go here, trade the queens. I gotta go for now, so hope the chess goes well. Be back in about 30 minutes. See you, Cactus, in 30 minutes. Not sure how long this stream is gonna be on. Honestly, I've got a jet lag from traveling, so might not be too long of a stream today, but let's see how it's going. I'm gonna win back some material at some point, I think. Either like this, maybe even attacking the queen immediately, maybe going for this. It's a weak pawn. I could also approach like this, winning a tempo on the queen at least. But Stormy Nutmeg, welcome to channel. Hi, I want to offer promotion for your channel. Viewers followers lower than any competitor. Okay. I can go here. Yep. I win the pawn back at least. If it takes queen, it's checkmate, so. He has such possibilities, but then I think I trade the queens first. Pawn takes. Double rooks. My knight is a little bit misplaced here, but I first need to ban this guy. Ban. Nutmeg. There we go. I love the fact that half of the people viewing this channel are normally bots, trying to sell you some stuff. This is a weird variation, this fantasy variation. I've never really been fond of playing against it, to be absolutely honest. But it's not that common, so at least there's that. It develops, which is okay. Huh. How do I approach this now? I think I go like this. If queen trade then takes, and if he could attack knight and rook at the same time, which is okay. I go here, attack his knight. His knight was hanging anyway, but my rook would have fallen with check. That would have been a little bit of an issue. So I want to back rank mate him, but not that easy. I go here. Knight defended, back rank issue still there. If we queen trade, I'm okay. This endgame is a draw. Maybe he can play for a win with the 2-1 majority on the queen side, but I'm not so sure if you actually... Yeah. Either I go for the knight trade. Go here. I think I'd rather go for the knight trade, honestly. I simply can't afford to lose the a-pawn. If the a-pawn is lost, it's basically GG's, but if I hold at least something on the board, I think rook endgame would probably be a draw. A queen endgame, of course. Knight endgames tend to be very drawish anyway, but I'm not a good knight endgame player, so this might be troublesome. Not sure, honestly, but let's see. So, he tries to push her. Because that would be with check. If I take knight, Yes, check, he picks up the knight back, he won a pawn, so... I don't want to defend too passively though. And my queen needs to be on the knight, so... There are issues as well. There's also this check, which is constantly a threat. Queen is overloaded. But honestly, I think this is okay. If he gives a check, I just move. If he trades the knights... I'm not even sure where the knight is gonna go. If he doesn't trade knights, he goes here. Then I go here. And then I have a very nice... I think the e6 square is a good place for the knight. Very controlling square. This is also pretty okay, but it's not defended by a pawn, so... A little bit shaky. Here it would be better supported maybe by the king at some point. So... This could also be like a technique on how to hold a draw. I think you've got better chances in these kinds of positions with... I honestly think if... I think I trade knights. He's got backrank issues still. I could go theoretically for the rook. But I could also... This is also attacked again. I could now try to force a queen trade because I attack queen rook. So this is a checkmate threat. So he basically needs to trade, otherwise he's just very bad. And then I play this rook endgame and try to hold the 1 against 2 on the queen side, and then it's basically a draw. If I manage to trade off one pawn, win the other, I could play for a win, but A draw would be okay for me. Normally, wow. Not sure if isn't that losing? Go here and then. Queen is attacked, rook is attacked. He could technically bring his queen back here. But I can also go here. Then he gives a check and then I go here. No, I can't. I go here. If he gives check, I need to go back. But not corner. If I go here, then he goes here and then I've got problems. I think he would be... I've got less time than him. So I think the rook is still attacked. So any move that is not a check is immediately checkmate. He could, of course, try to be nasty, go in here. Yeah. I see that. That is always an option. But he doesn't have checks anymore. I go here, try to queen trade. He always has issues because immediately after queen trade, my rook can come in here and then attack the pawns, and then he's got issues defending the pawns. And if he defends the second rank with his rook, then he's got back rank issues, suddenly he's checkmated. So he's gonna lose one of the... If I manage to queen trade, then he's gonna lose one of the queenside pawns. Which means that I can technically now play for a win. If everything that I just said is correct. I just assume it is, but I'm not sure. I just attack rook. Everything is defended very nicely. He's got back rank issues, so he's the one who's trying to hold the draw here. And there are no perpetuals here because the queen also covers this. Wow, he plays very passively. Huh. I go here, attack the pawn. Maybe I can kick the queen and then grab the pawn. He has a very passive position now. If I manage to bring the queen here and the rook here, then I have two heavy pieces on the second rank, which is basically lost. He could start pushing pawns if he's smart. He keeps attacking the rook, which is okay. If I move the rook, there's check, picking up the pawn. So I go here. Maybe some checks, maybe he's gonna take the queen. Probably not. I'm in a better position now, but okay, he makes room. I try to queen trade again. That was a good, h3 is certainly correct. Starts pushing, but that blunders the queen. Okay. I didn't want to win like that, but sometimes that's the only way I can win games. Nice count game. Fantasy variation, so that you've also seen this. Not that common, so I try to show it whenever possible. Not a cowl. Let's see what variation we're gonna get. Oh, we're gonna get the advanced, which is basically like... I wouldn't want to call it mainline, but... Huh. So, he's gonna play the variation that can be considered as the most challenging, I think. Trying to desperately hold on to the pawn, which is not a good idea, but he tries to play this variation as smart as he can, which... Gotta give it to him, he's playing it well. He knows theory. But this pawn is gonna be so weak. Knight goes here or here, and this basically... The rook goes here, knight here, and then this pawn is overloaded. Only way to really defend is this. Yeah, I can also go here to tax the bishop. Would be maybe even better. This just attacks the pawn. Okay, wait. I gotta calculate. Move 10. I'm a little bit out of theory now. I might have done a mistake. I shouldn't. Well, I still like the position, but I go here. Of course, I've got a chance that he comes here, but I just. Yeah. Do I just ignore this? Do I just bits? I think I go here. Sorry, by the way, if the squeezing chair is absolutely annoying, but can't do much about it. Well, first, before trying to go in, he already starts to destabilize the queen side, which is not good. But I kick bishop first. Might have an attack here on the king side. If he goes to h4, I think that's heavily okay, but that's just. Don't really want to play g4, but g5. Now I'm full out attack. Now I can't castle anymore. Now I need to go for the attack. I have a good center, but question is a little bit where am I gonna play? And also what am I gonna try to actually win? Do I wanna win the e pawn or the c pawn? The c3 knight is a little bit weak, so I'm kind of thinking maybe you can destabilize the center here. Go for the knight. I've already doubled here with the two heavy pieces, so bishop very nice here, controlling the knight, so I can't jump. But the bishop is a little bit of a sad piece because it's behind his pawn chain, so bishop goes here, then takes, but no, if bishop goes here, I actually have a fork. No, I don't, because knight is here. I have this. Okay, I gotta be careful. I can technically now win this pawn. With this, kicking the knight away, then taking. Or first taking, kicking the knight, queen takes. I don't think it makes a difference, honestly. I'm gonna lose this pawn, but rook here, this, and knight is attacked then. I don't care about the knight jump. I eliminate bishop. I take here. With the risk of being kicked immediately, but if he goes here, I go here. And then the pawn is walking, and I guess the h4 square is covered by the queen, so I can always go in. Yeah, I thought he's gonna do that, but I mean, he needs to be careful as well. Because the attack is now rolling. Goes back. Now. Not even sure if I'm gonna wait much longer. I think I'm attacking. Yeah, he has this move, but I mean, I wanted to drop back to f6 anyway, because I need to be on a dark square so I can recapture the pawn. Otherwise, queen's just gonna trade itself off, and he would be better. This position probably. He takes here. Just correct, but doesn't really matter, I think. Because I have this, and I might look. I go back and then I try to have a check here as well. Yeah, he plays it not too badly. I mean, I still want to break open everything. He closes, which is correct in a way. I give check if he goes corner. Oh, he needs to go corner. But now bishop. This is basically now only move, I think. But just a simple move like... Oh, the other knight was there. Okay, that's my mistake. My mistake. I didn't even in the slightest consider such a move, to be honest. He's up 2 pawns. But it's still very dangerous, I think. Taking the queen. Queen goes here. It's correct what he's doing. I need to go on a light square, but not that easy. I have some tempi that I can win, but yeah, he goes here. I saw that. Oh, did the pawn fall? Oh. Yeah, now I need to be careful. He has, of course, checks like that. Yeah, he wins the rook. Check, and I need to sacrifice, okay. He didn't go for it, okay. I go here. I tried to go in here. So maybe there are some distraction ideas at some point. Pretty clean mating idea for me. Just so, like that. But now it's checkmate. It goes here. Check. Oh no, I can go back. Interesting position. I'm down 3 pawns, but in the end game this is lost, but middle game? I'm also attacking his rook. If he tries to like lift or something. Or lift here to trade off the rook. What happens if he just pushes his pawn? Yeah, I saw that, but that just doesn't work. Just rook takes. Okay, now it's complicated. I thought I had a sacrifice, but he has an in-between check. Huh. Yep. Yeah. Good move. Still attacking the rook. And still trying to go in here. He needs to be careful. Maybe I have this move. Or like trying to repeat moves. I don't think I've got something here. I gambled a lot here with the attack. I should have played it more Khan style, but he has a check here. I go here. Then he walks. Now this is a checkmate fight. You know what? I grab here. At least I've got 1 pawn. So if he goes here, I go here. Then he goes here and he trades the queens and it's GG's. Basically. That's how you should play it. You go here. What happens if I go here? It's checkmate. So I go here and then he trades the queens. Or he wins the queen like that. Yep. GG's. I didn't play it very nicely. But I was just going, I won 1 game that I should not have won. Shouldn't have. It should have been a draw. and then I played, and now I lost. So it's equal at the moment, I think. At least I got my Gunfeld Indian on the board. I'm always black. Why can't I play white as well? So let's see which variation is he gonna choose? Is he gonna choose a good one? No. Oh, well, that's playable, but I personally don't like it. So. Now I pressure him. Huh. Yeah, at some point you have to play it like that. But if the knight is here, then it can always be attacked by the bishop. So that's why I'm saying I don't like this variation of the Grunfeld Indian for you as white. You really need to know what you're doing, and that just blunders. Will you be able to play Rocket League? I haven't played for a while. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna play it today, honestly. Knight takes is possible. A little bit more tricky. If you could have also played Bishop takes. I played that in a classical mode, I think, because Knight takes walks into this check. And now I have to think. I think you can move the bishop. You can move it back. Yeah, but now the rook comes into the game and it's a little bit more tricky. You have to go here and then castle. But I'm up a pawn. Yep. This is coming. That's a little bit slow. I think I castle. I don't think I play Rocket League today. I would just lose all the way because I'm so bad. I haven't played for so long. Maybe it would be better than actually trying to focus on chess because I'm also too tired for chess. But I'm not so sure. Welcome to what? WSG. What's that supposed to mean? But welcome to chat, Quatsi. How are you doing? So I tried to exchange rooks. I mean, I'm up a pawn, so if I can exchange rooks, I'm okay. It's good this, but exchanges rooks. If he goes here, I try to halve the bishop pair, I think. He wants to exchange rooks. I'm a little bit tired. I just flew home from Singapore. Just a 12.5 hour flight, and it was a little bit tough. But so I'm a little bit tired. But I'm also gonna go to sleep pretty soon. But I thought, why not play a little bit of chess, a little bit of streaming, and chilling a little bit. So yeah, I'm still alright. So my favorite opening has enabled me to play a position where I'm basically gonna lose a pawn now. I can play it like that. He's got the bishop pair, which is very active in this open position, so you need to be always careful. Would be happy if I could halve it somehow. Or maybe try to trade off at least even more pieces. The endgame is at least equal. But maybe I can play for a win. If there's one of us who can play for a win, it's definitely me. I go here, now I can basically force an exchange of everything. So maybe tomorrow I'm also gonna make a YouTube video. I tried to upload each week, but now that I've been abroad, I wasn't that consistent. I uploaded, maybe once a week, but all pre-recorded videos that I still somehow had on the plate on the yeah. Wow. I would argue that this is absolutely the right play. I can try to undermine the pawn's the chain here. Attack the chain with my own pawn. The advantage I advance, and then I have the same idea with the difference that he's not got now a very, very overextended e-pawn. Do you also, Quatsi, do you play chess a lot, or do you usually watch other streams? What's your thing? It takes. Now I can risk. Okay, now a good idea is I could take having a perfect pawn structure, but now I'm again threatening to trade everything off. So now I basically risked the isolated pawn, which is not gonna be that bad because it's still very close to the king. So in the end game, this is not that huge of a deal. If he moves the king like here, now I trade everything off. Try to activate the king. He also has checks, so need to be a little bit careful. But I can approach over the dark squares. I play a lot, okay. Because in the last few months I mainly played chess and I tried to improve at chess. It's not that easy. You see my playstyle. Yeah, but I'm not so sure. I wanted to go the approach to the center anyway. This just gives me another tempo. Still, if he takes, I queen trade everything off. And then I got an endgame position. At least the dark square bishop trade he can't get away. A pure queen endgame I think would also be a draw. Because I don't think you can win the 2-1 majority on the queen side with two queens on the board, but for me also, I think I should start playing more rapid and not just blitz, because as you know, I'm about 1750 elo classical, but I know most of the concepts, but with 5 minutes, I can't implement all of them. So it's all like most of them, which is very sad because um yeah, you just lose games where you know you knew what you should have done. Okay, now question is, I think I trade. No matter how he recaptures queen d4 and just queen trading. Yeah. I think this should be one. But it's most of my pawns are on light squares. This could be an issue at some point. But king activity is also okay. So trades. Bishop comes here and looks inside. And then I've already got a couple issues. Yeah. There are issues already. He takes queen, I take here, and then the pawn is hanging. Hmm. Maybe I try to hold the queens on the board. Tries to queen trade. But now it's something different. Especially if, yeah, he takes a bishop. This could become an issue at some point. I could also just immediately... Okay, I first bring the king closer. Yes, he also brings the king closer. I tried to trade off my isolated pawn, which is not that great, and centralize the king. We shouldn't have traded. I think this is one. Yes. Hmm. I honestly think I can now centralize the knight. But he has good paths. If he goes here, then I have to push one square. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. How couldn't I... yeah. I sometimes just... How did I miss this? I was like, okay, I need to do this. Yeah. Pretty sure he can play for win now. But I push my pawns on dark squares. Maybe I've got a chance here. Some tricks. But he just goes over here now. Winning this pawn. Hmm. Now I'm the one with the knight against bishop who tries to hold this a draw. Again, I blundered an endgame. I thought this with a pawn advantage. Not a typical Grunfeld 2 against 1 queen side. This is winning, but if he pushes, I can go over here. Oh wait, could I? I could have exchanged actually. Now I can't do it anymore. Hmm. If I go here, he goes here. Should be equally fast, but hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's a draw. Okay. Very smooth draw. Wait. How did I win this? Okay, I want to see the endgame. The endgame was very complicated. Hello, the Tinko Binko. Evening, yeah, evening. Correct, 9 p.m. How are you doing? Welcome to stream. You just witnessed one of the rare moments where I actually win in the end game. Normally I'm an opening middle game player and end games are like terrible for me. I was never completely losing. Interesting. I thought I was completely lost at some point. In the last couple of weeks I made some YouTube videos about end games because I myself am trying to improve. Thanks a lot for the follow, the Tinko Binko. I appreciate that. So we see a typical Grunfeld. What's your rating, by the way, if you don't mind me asking, or even are you even a chess player? Like, do you regularly play chess, or do you just sometimes watch? The opening is pretty standard as a Grunfeld Indian. He goes for this variation, which I think is very tricky. If you're not familiar with the theory, you can get in deep trouble very fast. I think that's what happened to him, because he just lost a pawn in the beginning. He plays this variation, which here white, according to engine, still has an advantage, but after knight c6, it's... I do play chess. Okay, very nice. After knight c6, I think bishop e3, of course the engine says great move here, but I know the theory here. It's just move 9, bishop g4 attacking the knight. And he plays castles. I've had this position on the board. I did a YouTube video about that and a chess game analysis. The engine already signals it here. E5 would have been better. Um, when my opponent in the classical game also played castles, but I mean it's still playable with perfect. If you play perfectly with white, you can hold it as a draw, but I think it's very hard already. Bishop takes, c takes, c takes, and now knight takes. I'm not so sure. I think I played in the classical. Wait, let me just check quickly. I'm pretty sure last game that I played also knight takes, with the idea that the knight is very nice here, and it can also always attack here, trade off the very nice bishop. My opponent in the game played here, and then I took and took, and then um where is it? It was not that long ago, I think. 5, that's like... I don't find it anymore. Oh yes, that's it. Played a very similar variation, very castled. I take with... yeah, I took with knight. My opponent in the game responded with this move, which is also a very strange move, but it's not a mistake actually. Even according to Engine's best move, going out of the diagonal. Oh, right. What did my opponent play here? He played queen. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know how to punish this. Ooh, the engine says b5, but I didn't see this. I played knight c6 back. It's a miss. Yeah. It's a... It's a... Did they now have another symbol for the miss? Move that missed a tactical opportunity or chance to punish the opponent. Okay. They changed the symbol. I don't like the modern chess.com symbols, but that's okay. b5 is something that I should have maybe... If I had taken more time, I would have maybe seen it. Very typical maneuver at some point if the knight is in the center. He plays rook a d1. I know that queen c8 is better, by the way, but I prefer queen c7 somehow. Not so sure why. He plays g3 castles. And here I'm just up a pawn. Activating bishop. Now I try to trade off rooks, which is correct. It's inaccurate, but I trade off this as well. I play a6, which is perfectly fine. I mean, a6 is what you play then b5, and then you basically have the Grunfeld typical 2 against 1 on the queen side, which should lead to a win. He plays f4, which is perfect. I like what he was doing here. Advancing the pawns, making it difficult for me, knight c6. He plays e5. I liked this, what he did here. And then he had a very strong light square bishop, which just unopposed. I played a fix, which is not correct, okay. He took, I took. And then I tried to trade off. Ah, wow. This would have won a pawn. I didn't see this. I only saw this check as well. And then now I took. Queen trade. Ah, this is interesting. As I said, I tried to... Because at least now I don't have a king here. So 2.11, I think this is winning. b5, yeah, immediately like... But this is still winning? Yeah, this is a complete blunder. It's just blunders a pawn. So stupid. This is better. Yeah. Maybe I think you could have also played this than that. Inaccurate a5. King d6 would have been better. Wait, what? Oh, going around, attacking the pawn chain. Okay, but then it took. Now it's interesting. Knight takes. King takes. Is this winning? King d4, not allowing him in here. The ancient idea. h4. G takes h. G takes h. But I don't have more than a draw here. This is losing. What is winning? King e4. Ah, this kind of strategy. Okay, okay, I see what he's doing. King before and now he wants here, right? Yeah, and then he smothers me to the wall and it's a draw. I can't win with the rook pawn here in this position. Interesting, interesting. I go here, he goes here. If I go here, he goes here. He advances pawn. He goes here. If I go here, then he just wins pawn. If I go back, he goes back. If I ever leave, I go here. Oh no, wait. No, that was a mistake. Wait. King c2. If I leave, King b2. Yeah, if I win this, yeah, he's fast enough. But that's hard to actually calculate this through. I mean, in a classical game, I know that kind of maneuver, so I would have calculated it through. I want to see where he missed it. So it would be a draw if I take. So I played for the win. Taking again would have simplified the matter. Yeah, but it's not enough. That's like a good move. He goes here. Take, take. Interesting. Taking here is the game losing mistake. Should not simplify into this. Because the queen is now fast. It's rook pawn against the rook pawn. Interesting. I download this. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about this. Very interesting endgame. Let's play another one. Maybe I play and I study a little bit of theory afterwards. Do some of you want to play against me again? Like the Sicilian. Now I can play my Mangarini variation. Are you? What are you pushing P? What's that supposed to mean? Hello, delivery guy. How are you doing? What do you mean? Are you pushing P? I want to go here. If queen takes, I have this and it's just GG's. Quatsi, you would be down to playing against me. Yeah, I'm playing this game and then afterwards we can play a game. I'm not so sure what this guy is trying to do here, honestly. Lol. Yeah, what? Rating. You pushing the rating. Maybe this is just a way to treat this. Okay, I've never seen this move actually. I play the usual knight a3. That's the way that you normally play the position. I think it's completely lost if he takes it. I just have this and GG's. What is this guy doing? If I go here now, I don't. I just develop. Take this bloody pawn. But if he takes now, I take here. So he could technically now take with bishop. But I'm playing c3 anyway, so he's basically just getting kicked. Ah, that's... I mean, that is nasty what he's doing. He's playing a variation that I have never seen. Can go here. I try to throw him off a little bit. He has found a variation. I don't know. I guessed, to be honest. I guess it's better than nothing because I've got nothing. So he found a variation that I think is very much a pain in the ass. I take, he gives a check, I trade off the bishop. Do you mainly play the Grunfeld? Yes, yes. That's something I normally do. It's yeah, I normally play the Grunfeld. It's like my main opening, I think. If d4, I play the Grunfeld. I don't go into King's Indian because I don't know the theory well enough, and Grunfeld is also a monster with theory and all, but it's something that I think I can handle. And I kind of know what I'm doing, but it requires a lot of study as well. So also this variation is such a strange way. I mean, it's a Sicilian generally, and it's look at that mess of a position. That's no way. I mean, I also think that like one of the interesting things about these kinds of openings that you basically get into something that doesn't resemble the opening anymore. If you know what I mean, it's not. I like the fact that when it's not your standard, that's a line here and then castle. I think I'm better. I don't like Sicilian, that's why I'm preparing something against Sicilian, like this weird variation where basically I have no idea what's happening, but I just gambit the A pawn and I hope for the best. I go here, I pin this, now I take. If he does something strange like this, I just take. Or I go here, try to checkmate. I can try to checkmate here. He plays here, I go in here. He goes here. Hmm. I go here. If he pushes, I go here, try to checkmate. That loses. But if knight takes knight, queen takes queen. What I wanted to say, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit. You win by resignation. Okay. What I want to say is that to the question if I play the Grunfeld, I normally search kind of like openings where I feel comfortable and where I think and I feel like the opponents don't know theory well enough to actually play the opening, and they still go into it. Like Grunfeld is something that you need the math theory understanding to actually play it. The same with Sicilian, you normally need a lot of theory, but especially here I played this variation, the Mangarini variation, which I think is very interesting. I messed around with it a little bit. I should have played C3. I thought about this, but it seemed too slow. So that's basically how I choose openings for myself. I place this. This is okay, it's just developing. Now he takes that, plays C3, he goes here. This is a mistake. But this is good now, okay. So it's basically transposition, he goes back, I take. He goes here, I block. And you see, even though in this position, I just love, that's why I love gambits. I'm down a pawn, but the engine says I'm +2. So, interesting. Place this, which is a mistake. I sort of E5, honestly. Oh no, wait. E5 still holds the 1.9 advantage, but D5 is actually stronger. D5 is a very classical move in this position. You can't go here because he loses a piece. Can't go here, can't go here. So he has to... Wait, where does the engine want him to go? The engine wants to actually strike here. Then I think this is strong, right? No, it's a miss. He wants... Oh, wow. What a position. Look at this position. At some point I take here a castle and it's basically GG's, I think. D4. Here. This is a miss. I think he should have. I think he should have just castled. But no, he can't castle anymore. At F5. Okay. He goes here. 96 goes in here and then developing. This is a good move. Rook C1 aligning with the queen. Queen goes back. Pinning the knight. Taking the queen. This is actually a nice idea. And then he just loses a piece here. This would have been the continuation, but I think this just threatened mate and the engine would have taken with knight, but when you see the point, I think this I really like this variation, and I'm gonna one of my next chess game analysis videos is about this variation because I think it's very interesting. If you search for something against the Sicilian, and you never really, you don't want to go into like such stuff like this, and then you go to some night of stuff. So maybe just play A3, see what happens. So Quatty, do you want to add me on chess.com? So we can play a game. Sure. Using my name, Dr. Philfels. It's the same on each platform, so. You can add me, then I can challenge you. At the moment, I'm not that great. I'm 1563 elo. Not that good. Here, I'm also gonna put in my link tree. So, I think at some point I need a link tree and not just Twitch link. Because I mainly do YouTube at the moment, so I just stream for fun a little bit, like like for fun, like for to mess things up a little bit. Ah, you can also get wait. Yeah. You can just write just comma something. What? Nightbot hat die folgende Nachricht gelöscht. Okay, I don't just okay. Okay. We can use leeches if you want to. But I'm very low in leeches. I'm only like 1500 because I normally use leeches when I want to study openings and don't want to risk my rating, so I go for all the troll openings that I don't usually play. Do you normally use leeches? Do you wanna add me on leeches? Same name without yes. Maybe I can try to in the preferences. You got what? An ad? Did you get an advertisement on my stream or what? This is also very stupid. You can only change the username on leeches from lowercase to uppercase letters. Who thought of this? So stupid. You know, I need the advertisement on stream to make money. I'm just kidding. My whole YouTube career, I earned my whole Twitch career without donations. Maybe the donations generally are like 50 or so bucks, but from like the advertisements and the bits and everything, I earned like 25 bucks over like the course of um 5 years or so. So okay, Sicilian. The McDonald attack against Sicilian. Okay, let's see. D6. I'm already with F4 out of theory. And I don't know what's going on here anymore. And apparently, Giant Kitty. Okay. Of course, I'm a little bit afraid of this, but I'm just. Would that trap the queen? He goes here, I go here. It takes in here. And he goes back. But then I have this. But then here's this. Ah, that's so. I'm gonna close the stream for the game. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Not sure if this works. Can I get a Wii? Yeah, yeah, sure. There you go. Rematch, yes. Did you make it unrated? Why can't I rematch? Okay. Oh, there we go. Freddy Krüger. Hello, Riese Legende. How are you doing? Welcome to stream. I'm back from Singapore. I flew in this morning, so I'm a little bit jet lagged. I'm tired, and I'm probably gonna sleep pretty soon. But I still wanted to have a little bit of a stream. Right. Singapore was nice. It was nice. I got a little bit of a shock at Zurich Airport, to be honest, when it it's minus 5 degrees here in Switzerland. Like, how do we actually live like that here in this country? Like, seriously. I had like the best time, 28 degrees, being in a t-shirt and basketball shorts all day long in Singapore. It's just such a nice climate and everything. So I didn't have too many culture shocks and stuff. I liked the country a lot. So and it wasn't too long. I actually thought that like 1 month is gonna be longer, but and I played this completely wrong, the Evans Gambit here. I played it completely wrong. Um, how did you enjoy yourself the last couple of games in like the club tournament, Freddy? Did you manage to win a couple of games? Or like where did you finish? Miriam just texted me that I apparently won a battle of a bottle of wine, which I can at some point collect, I think, because I finished second place. So chess was somehow successful this year for me. He plays it well, I think. I wanted to play e5, but now I can't anymore. I have to play it like that. But if I play like this, he gives a check and then I can take, so. I want to take this possibility out now, it's just lost. Well, he has this. He can still take castle. I only had one game against Martin. We do, okay. Yeah, okay. You need to be a little bit careful that you don't end up like this Soviet grandmaster, or not Soviet, Yugoslav grandmaster who was known for his nickname was the drawing machine because he was like able to win one game, then draw 80 consecutive games in a row, and then he won one game, and then he, I think, drew 60 games in a row, and then he lost after like 200 games. Oh my god. But it's still nice. I mean, before Anishkiri. Anishkiri is nothing against this guy. He doesn't stand a chance against. I'm not even sure how. He's not that famous, the guy, but he was known as like the drawing machine. But yeah, Giri draws a lot as well. But it's general. I mean, in general, chess grandmasters they draw so many games. Nothing serious. I mean, I'm not even sure if I drew one single game. Oh, I drew against you. Yeah, that was my only draw. In the tournament. I lost one and I drew one. So yeah. I still think it's funny that you can win. Then out of like 15 games, you can draw one and lose one, and then you didn't finish first. But you see, the Evans gambit is exactly like very aggressive gambit. I mean, he's completely underdeveloped and very nicely developed, but he's got 2 pounds more. So if that reaches an end game, I'm completely lost. But I hope it doesn't reach an endgame. This is coming. The pawn is the knight is pinned. He can open the position even more with this, but with my bishop pair here. Yeah, that's what I thought, but not sure if I like this, honestly. Go here, I destabilize the position. I'm looking forward to playing again classical games again. But yeah. I mean, it's always something different than playing Blitz. I wanna afterwards show you guys something that I prepared, like my Sicilian deep prep. So because I'm always so annoyed if I face the Sicilian defense. So I tried to find like 2 continuations that I think are actually very useful. Like 2 variations that I can actually like. Deep prep. I should make a YouTube series like YouTube series that it's like you deep prep basically um for your tournament, so you can watch how I like what kind of things I like to play and how I deep prep for the games. I think this is a check, and then maybe this attacks the rook. I think I'm better, but can't you make a custom Twitch sticker? Um, hmm. I mean, yeah, the straight answer is yes. I can make from the amount of subscribers that your channel has gotten decides how many stickers you can have on your channel, like how many emotes and stuff. So I think I'm eligible for like I had a couple of subscribers, so I think I can have like 30 different emotes or something. Which is ridiculous because who knew I don't need 30. I have one. The Kappa Owl is the only one I've gotten, but yeah, you're right. Maybe I can maybe I can create something like a couple of these stickers that I can also put on the thumbnail and like prep. But that is the position is so complicated. That's what I'm saying. Is like I would normally need like half an hour to look at such a position and figure out what's actually going on. But yeah, I should maybe make a sticker for say deep prep. Wait, is the number of custom stickers limited by the number of subs? Um, yes and no. There is. I mean, it's not. It's like not. It's not an equation that you can say like each sub equals 5 custom stickers or something. I think there are like brackets, like how famous you are, and if you have 0 subs, just like the affiliate status, I think you can have 5 stickers, and if you have I think I had over the last few years, I think I had around 10 subs in general, and they gave me like they gave me a couple of extra slots. So it's a little bit complicated. I've never really understood it, but I was like 5 would even be enough for me now, so I don't really need 40. So, but it has some correlation. Like the more subs you've got, the more stickers you can create. So, but again, I mean, I can't even design, so it would be kind of. I mean, something like a very bad sticker would probably be possible, but nothing high quality. But back to your question about the subs, I think it's interesting that it doesn't really change. Um, it's not based on like your current subs, so it's not. I thought at first that like you need like to have like 10 consistent subs each month. It's not the case. Like if you had subs in the past, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't really matter how many you actually have at the moment. Is he trying to simplify into an endgame that is lost? Okay. So this is the idea. Destabilizing the pawn chain. If Smarty pushes, yep. Fix the pawn chain and attack the pawn chain. Um, this is very dangerous for me. I attack this because it's further away. If this pushes, then oh god, I think I'm losing. Um, now I think I'm winning. because I can get behind the pawn. And here it's unstoppable. So does he try to do something nasty here? Yeah, he comes here and then he tries to win this pawn. Still not fast enough, but yeah, he tries to simplify, I think. He plays that correctly. He's just down in exchange, no pawns. But now I can go behind the pawn and push. An interesting pawn push. Like, I go behind pawn and push. He attacks, then I go here. Takes, and yeah, it's GG's. Simplified endgame, pawn endgame. Have you seen, I think you even commented on one of my videos, you saw that I started doing endgame YouTube videos. Because as you know, I normally blunder, like the most blunders for me occur in the endgame. And therefore I try to improve in the endgame and I'm making YouTube videos. About the endgame. Yeah, but that just loses. Look. Look. So pawn breaks is like the first pawn breaks was like one of the first videos. And then GG Squatsy. Yeah, pawn breaks and endgame strategies, 2 against 1 pawn. I thought personally to analyze this it was very important. Because I often blunder these 2 against 1 pawn endgames. So I thought it was interesting. I found it interesting to analyze it for myself. I've never played, I did not play the best. Still, it was, I mean, you saved yourself into an endgame that was a little bit worse, but you played that fine, I think. I think I should put on my to-do list, make a deep prep sticker. Very nice. I wanted to show you my deep prep. Or like, not a deep prep, but analysis. An idea. I mean, I'm gonna record probably tomorrow a webcam doesn't work right. Tomorrow I'm gonna record a YouTube video anyway. So about one of the variations that I'm gonna show you now, but I just wanna quickly show it anyway, just because I can. There we go. I hope my ugly face doesn't distract too much. Oh, I could play myself here. You still see me, but you see. Oh, you also see the board. Okay, so I wanted to get into so against Sicilian, this is a white repertoire, so I tried to find something against Sicilian that I actually like. And now I messed around with these 2 moves actually. And to be honest, I thought ace. I want to see a look at the book, which is more, of course, like the open Sicilian. This is like, it leads to an open Sicilian. This rather like to a closed one. Can be a transposition of move order though. C3 is the Alpine variation, then D3 is like, I have no idea, something strange. What does it say? It doesn't even have a name. Okay, interesting. B3 is, I know this one, this is not a variation. This is interesting. This is interesting. D4 is like, yeah, I mean, this leads to smooth more, I think. Yeah, and you sacrifice a pawn here. Or you can go even into this. You sacrifice 2 pawns, but it's not what I want to go into actually. Where is actually, is this the master's? That's master's database. How many times has A3 been played? It's not even in here. Not even in here. It's not, okay. So, we have A3, which I think is very interesting. The Mengarini variation. Preparing, obviously, this. I haven't even figured out what to do against G6 because players just went for this move. Only just what's the main move? By far, G6, the master game database move. Hardly ever played. I think they play this. And now this is what you prepared. There are some people who play very strange moves. A3 looks a bit like a joke. It looks a little, yeah, that's what I thought. This is why I was like, I was watching a YouTube video. Orangutan. Orangutan gambit. Oh. I had the absolute same impression. I was like, here in this position, you want to normally play active with white, right? And then I read Gambit and I was like, A3, are you joking? Because the other one that I saw looked much more active. That's like the wing Gambit. You just play B4 immediately. You take here, you sacrifice another pawn, take, but I make a YouTube video about that, but A3 I think is very interesting. And you look at the engine, it only says minus 0.2, so it's really not that terrible of a move. It's obviously not, I mean, the engine obviously prefers like playing like an open Sicilian, but I think it's not that bad of a move. Let's look at one variation, like you play this now. Obviously, the engine first wants to play this or something like this, but this is what you prepared, this is what you go for. And then normally what happens, C takes B is not, wait, does the engine actually says this is better? You gambit, the engine wants to like gambit this pawn and go for this one. But what I want to show you is C takes, this takes. One opponent against me, honestly, online, he already, normally they take, which is best. He played this, which is obviously already a mistake, because this kicks the knight, knight goes into the center. It should go here, I think. It should go here. But he went into the center. Then you have either F4 or D4, so I kicked the knight again, went here, and then you have this. Knight went something like this, and now this knight is, wait. Now you can just take. So I just gambited a pawn, have all these pawns in the center, and he lost a piece. So knight f6 here, already a mistake. Or maybe I leave it in here as, because you should always, when you're studying when you're studying middle games, you should always also include the mistakes that your opponent can make, so that you can actually, know how to punish that. But this is like, main move is obviously takes. Then you can play, I mean, you can develop, but I prefer to kick the knight first. What does the master's database? Probably no games left. C3 and D4, yeah. Carlsen played it. Interesting. But Carlsen plays everything. You see what the Leech's database, they prefer C3. I also thought at some point maybe this was interesting. I need to look at this as well. But you see this position where You basically gambit at this a pawn, and I agree with Freddy who says that it looks like a joke, but the engine says after all these moves minus 0.2, you have a nice open file for the rook. It looks all very clean. The development is very clean. You can go here. The bishop sometimes goes over this diagonal. The development is very clear for white, I think, and that's why you have a lot of activity. Someone played against me this d5 strike in the center, which looks very logical. This takes, and now we have the knight who comes over the edge of the board, either to b5, threatening a fork, or to so most players actually go back here. Wait, no, that's not my move. Ah, yes, my opponent in the game played knight f6. This is also a mistake. Going back is also a mistake, by the way. So you have already gotten a lot of mistakes. a6 is inaccurate. That's something I've never faced. This looks interesting. But someone played knight. Yeah, someone played a6 here in this position, which I think is very dubious. Because this is the punishment. You go in here, attack the queen, attack the rook. Queen can come in here. Yeah. Not really sure what you do here, honestly. Move the queen back, that's the engine. d5. I can't go here, not here. Could go there. What does engine say? Go back all the way. But it's not very pretty, honestly. It's not. Look at the development. Yeah, if he ever develops, then knight b6. Yeah, you just go in here. Attack the rook. Yeah. If you move the rook, then you have like this. So so there are already like, what actually happens here? Why step bad? Ah, immediately this. 95. Queen d4 attacking the knight. Knight moves. Knight here. Yeah. You can never really kick the knight because the bishop is still there, so the rook is undefended. So I think Queen d8 is something I think I've had. d5 and very hard. This okay, maybe you need to kick the knight first. Also, like, this looks very pleasant. Knight c4 is also pleasant. So, what is actually the main move here? The main move is actually mistake. That's why I like to analyze these positions, especially with like the database. Both these moves that I signaled here, like I put in here knight f6. Mistake. Auto main move, e5, mistake. e6, mistake. a6, a3, inaccurate. Do we find a good move? Bishop f5. Okay. What does the engine say? Queen a5. Queen a5. Out of 71,000 times that this position has actually been played, only 700. 1% of all players played this move. It's the best move. All the other moves, look at the engine evaluation. It's already close to losing. Or like at least having a bad position. So, interesting that this is actually a good move. There's also one thing I wanna point out. I played one game today, but I gotta look at this. Today I played one of these weird, strange games that I thought was a very similar variation. I should have won and I lost in the end, but that was a 4 nights game. Scandinavian. King's Indian. What do you think after like the first few ideas of the opening, Freddy? Let's see. Main line. D5, he takes, queen takes. Looks spicy. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Knight 8. Yeah, this is what he played. He played knight of 6, which basically GG's already. Knight b5. Now you're threatening this very nice fork here. So basically, the engine suggests this already. My opponent obviously he went back. But as I said, you need to know what you're doing here. I missed. I played this, which looks very natural, no? Like it just supports the knight here. It develops a piece. Looks very natural. Actually, a complete blunder. Because the proper response is this, attacking the bishop. After the bishop moves, you have the knight covers this square. So okay, a little bit strange, but the idea basically, the good move here is this. This just wins. Because the idea is, first of all, it looks like it's double attack, so you can just take it. But no, one attacker is enough. Queen takes. Queen is not defended, but actually it is indirectly defended. So you gave up 2 pawns for a knight. So you're basically better here. But I mean, of course, you need to still play this on. You are down 2 pawns for a knight. You need to prove that this is better. But I think that should be possible in a classical game to win this position. And I think most players would already be very, very frustrated to actually walk into such a thing. Because with Sicilian, you normally try to attack. You want to be aggressive. You want to push. You want to sacrifice an exchange on the C line, on the C file, and be the aggressor. And then you suddenly get some opponent who plays A6, A3 first, and then sacrifices a pawn, and then tries to crush you. So, interesting. I make this main line D5. And if, I mean, here you don't need to take, you can. Does the engine just want to develop a piece and say, like, okay, take my knight? But if the knight moves back, you have. Yes, now you have this. So, this is already winning. +5 assess engine. So, What I think is interesting with this opening is that already here in this position, I personally, when I just look at this position, I'm like, wait, knight f6, and I'm like way better developed. You just have one knight at the rim of the board. Like, seriously. But white, plus 2.6. Going in for the family fork. d5. A pawn that is not protected, but it's protected by tactics. Knight moves, and then you have your fork. And it's basically GG's already. Yeah. How fast it can go. Instead of knight f6, I wanted to take a look at... Yeah, already here it's the same basically. You can never really kick away the... This is also something I like with your opening. When I thought it was a joke to play a3 first, you see all these variations where you can't really kick away the knight. Because, I mean, you can attack the knight, but you can never really capture because your rook is just hanging. This is why you sacrifice the a pawn so that your rook actually has an open file. And rook on an open file, I think, often is definitely worth 1 point, like a pawn. So I've had these variations where he plays it now. And now both is possible. I think you can even go here. Not that strong after queen d8. But you have still d5. It's a similar position like the one we had before, just with this. Gives you the option of coming here. Yeah. A lot of pitfalls for black, I think. That's why, okay, make it. Let's make a new chapter. Let's make this. How is it called? Mingarini. And the other thing is, what's the wing gambit? You can also so the main idea of c3 here, this a3 prepares b4. In the wing gambit, it's a little bit different because you immediately go for b4, not b3. b4. And now I'm not so sure which one I actually prefer, to be honest. I think it might. It's not really a transposition of move order. It can be a transposition of move order like this. You have the same. But let's follow the main move. I mean, if let's say master database, I want to see that. There are some masters who really did not want to go into it and just played this or this. E5 looks very logical to recapture with the pawn with the bishop, but apparently not that great. I mean, if I did I have this variation in the no. Let's look at leeches. I mean, you normally when you face this, you just capture, right? And now the interesting part is you can either strike in the center immediately, or you can go this a3. And now most players just capture the pawn. Now you really gambit at the pawn. But even despite being up down 2 pawns, you still have very good initiative, and the engine says only -0.4. I mean, these kind of numbers are always. I personally always think if you have initiative in like a game against a human and not an engine, 0.5 is nothing. I mean, one slight inaccuracy played by your opponent and you crush him with having the initiative. I prefer that much more than just being up pawn in a terrible position and I have to hold it somehow. What I have faced in the games that I've tried it is this d5. Now you gain. I'm not even sure what I do here. I always got the space advantage, but you can also take here. And after queen takes, you take here, and they are equal. Like same ideas. Maybe even push here or go in here. Very much same ideas. Is that the same? Is that absolutely the same as we had before? No, we had the knight here before. Otherwise the pawn would just be hanging. Interesting. So I'm not sure. What I did in the games is normally take the space advantage. Bishop b5. Yeah, they won it before closing the pawn chain. But I also had offness this. But you play c3, you stabilize. You don't let the knight in here anywhere. If it wants to come here, it's just gonna be captured, I think. Genshin wants to play it to give back the pawn this way, but I don't think any human would play it like that. I think you play like that. Yeah, knight f3 just developing. Having the very nice pawn chain in the center, you're gonna win back that pawn eventually. I think as far as this is played now, you can either the knight. The problem is with this position. If you take a look at this, the knight is a very bad piece. It can't go here. It can't go here. This knight can go here, but then it blocks your own bishop. So it should go here, but then it's just gonna get captured. If you develop the knight here, takes completely terrible pawn structure. Like in such a position, you try to develop. Engine is not even that sure, but bishop takes is one of the options. Then g takes, and I mean, are you really gonna play like that? King in the center. If you castle long, then the rook is already here taking this pawn, and the knight is ready to jump in. And short castle with this pawn structure, really. So I've seen a lot of players play something like this. Then knight takes. Bishop b4 check. You have c. Oh, I forgot c3. Wait. c3 first, obviously. Now something like knight here and then takes. And he really has problems with at some point either if he develops here, you're gonna take. If he develops here, yeah, if he develops here, I think you go in here, no? No. That's it too. But that's a strange move. Just not sure what I would do here, honestly. But I got lost in the variations a little bit, to be honest. My opponents, they played it like that. E6. Then I play like this, and then I took. Oh, not with the rook. That's a mistake. You have the knight. And you're just arguing that you have a nice pawn chain. They can't really develop very nicely. It's just a very bad position. You can try to come in here. I have one very nice game with this variation that I'm going to show on the channel in chess game analysis. One of the ideas is like, if the bishop ever gets traded, or you also have ideas sometimes the bishop trades itself off like that. And then They want to prevent you from coming in here, but they don't realize you can. There is again this problem: the pawn can't capture. Then they develop, and a knight here defended by pawn is basically GG's. So you have these ideas as well. That actually happened a couple of times. Carlsbad variation. That's what they call it. That's like, oh, okay, wait. A3 is the Marshall variation. Okay, but I also want to take a look at, oh, not that. This. E6. Knight F3. Knight C6. Yeah, at some point you have to play this. D5, queen in center. What do you think, Patty? We think this is also an interesting variation. Taking here, trading off might be the light square bishop, maybe attack here. The castle's short. I think this was like, I think so. Yeah. For me personally, I'm just like, you open with e4. I mean, you're also an e4 player, I think. I mean, in the tournament I play d4 just because I know theory better than with e4. With e4, a lot can happen. My problem is, if you play e4, you need to be ready to face like this. This is also possible. This was played against me. This is possible. This is possible. You also have like delayed variations. You have the Aliechen. Like you have at least 8 moves that are reasonable that can be played against e4. And I kind of want like, normally Sicilian players, they know exactly what they're what they go into. They know that you're gonna play like this. They're gonna play like this if they wanna play the knight off. You have something like this. I mixed up the move order, but you know what I mean. Then he strikes in the center. He brings his bishop here, castles. Bring his bishop here, and then he sacrifices. Oh, on the c file. And the Sicilian players, I think they just know what they're doing, and that's what bothers me a little bit. That you play into their like, you play their game. If you play with white, he opens Sicilian like this. If you don't know the theory very well, like me, you just play what the Sicilian player wants you to play, which is very nasty, I think. That's why I think I'm looking for alternatives. So let's play a game. So not gonna stream for too long. So is it 10? Okay, see e4. See, that's what I meant. You get like strange openings like this. I don't even know what that is. Does he want to go into? Wait, why is the board so bad? Oh, wrong. Wrong website. Wrong website. He tries something like King's Indian. He goes here. Today my mouse is a little bit strange. What did you actually play against Martin? Were you Drew? Were you white? Like the typical B3 thing? Oh. What? You also have a cold, how you hear me? Me too. But what do you expect with us having 5 degrees Celsius? All the best. Thanks a lot for checking out the stream. See you in the next few days. Maybe see you on Monday. If you're in the chess club. That's what I meant with having a night here. That's so nasty. But yeah, thanks for staying and all the best. So, and for me, it's also the last game. I'm also tired. Flight was exhausting. Doesn't let me go here. Looking forward to the video. Oh yes, the videos. I try to upload once a week. I can't do it always, but try my very best. Now, multiple ideas. This is one. This is one. Okay. Hmm. Mhm. Now I go in here, attacking the knight. Knight moves. Knight moves. Then I have a fork here, and the discovery, which is to get very nasty. What happened there? Okay, nothing there. Nothing to see. He goes here, I go here. He has no checks. Oh, he has this. And I go there, and he has this, and then I go there, and then... Need to be careful. Hmm. Hmm. Should be winning, I think. I mean, the queen's very nice defending. Huh. I think I just go here. He obviously has checks, but... Rook is defended. Maybe he has such ideas. Is he really going for this? I could have also gone here immediately. Taking the hook as well. Now it's basically resignable, I think. Twice it anyway, but if he goes here, I sacrifice the queen. Yeah. Then I go here. I'm up 11 points. So yeah, he resigns. So, thanks a lot for all the players, all the people who have been in the stream. It's been a little bit of a relaxed study and games stream. There are gonna be YouTube videos, of course, next week again. Just game analysis, maybe end game strategy, middle game strategy. I have 197 followers now and subscribers on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to making a 200 sub special at some point. And maybe making a little bit like a longer video where I can analyze a couple games. I've got one idea where I can actually have 4 different Caro-Kann games, which all are quite similar, in one video, which is a little bit something a little bit better and special. Other than that, I don't really know whether or not I'm gonna do something. Yeah. Also, 500 followers special on Twitch should also be an option at some point. So, thanks again for the Tinko Binko and Quatsi Duck for the follows. Hope to see you at some point later when I stream again. Check out my YouTube videos and my Insta in